For latest updates and short audio clips, follow us on Instagram, Reading the Author.
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast Reading the Author, a unique show where we read authors' mind and not their book. Meanwhile, I truly believe and pray that you and your families are completely safe and healthy as well. Guys, today we have Sonia Chauhan ma'am with us, and she's the author of You Tell Me and This Maze of Mirrors. Thank you so much ma'am for coming on our show. We are highly grateful कि आप हमारे शो पर आए.
Thank you so much, Gaurav. I'm so happy to be here with you.
Pleasure, ma'am. So, ma'am, before we get into the questions and everything related to your book and all, I would request you to please share about your journey, your childhood, and how you started writing these things, and so that more of our listeners can know about you. So, please.
Okay, sure. So, I'm a Fauji kid. My father was in the army. He's retired now. So, when I was a child, I moved stations every 2 years. And तब मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगता था. I used to find it so exciting and fascinating. But as I grew a little older, maybe 10 or 12, I realized that, I don't have long-term friends. So, I think I was a bit lonely as a child. And I began reading, because हम लोग हमेशा कैंट में रहते थे and Kent always had libraries. So I think the library became my one constant. No matter where we were posted, wherever Papa would take us, there would always be a library. So I think that is where my love for reading began, and then it slowly translated into a love for writing. So ये सब मैं hindsight में ही सोच सकती हूँ. Back then when it was happening, I would just take it, the way children take things, just as they happen. So that's a bit about my childhood.
Okay. So, ma'am, as we know that both of the books have released last year. Your debut novella was published. So, and the main thing is that they are performing really well on Amazon as well. I just saw. So, when it comes to a listener who is listening to this podcast and they want to explore your books, so for them, can you share some insights, like what they can expect from both of your books?
Sure. So, I am one of the few authors in India who writes literary fiction, and I understand आजकल commercial fiction का ज़माना है. People love reading suspense, thrillers, and everything. But I feel like my books talk about why we make decisions. हम बहुत अपनी जिंदगी में बहुत सारे decisions लेते हैं. You take the story of a murderer, you take the story of a angry mother. But very few books really talk about why the mother is angry, or why somebody is behaving the way they are behaving. So that is what my stories delve into, and I think that's something that will always stay with the reader. That is how you can really go into the psyche of someone and understand कि okay, this is what the human condition is. And मुझे लगता है बहुत सारे readers, especially with this maze of mirrors, बहुत सारे readers ने actually अपनी life में जो मेरा protagonist है शत्रु जी, they've met him in their past, and they've been with him, probably judged him for how wrong he is in his life. But I feel like that is the personal connection I want to give to the world through my writing. So You Tell Me is the story of two friends who are really like very good, like they're best friends, but can they be perfect lovers? So the question I'm trying to ask is, if you're best friends with someone, does that mean you can be good as a couple also? Like, does love only mean compatibility, or do you need something else? So it will really connect with new generation, Gen Z people who are trying to figure out relationships.
Yeah.
And this Maze of Mirrors is about, parenting, how your own childhood really reflects in your parenting. So yeah, that's a bit about the books.
Okay. So, as you shared, ma'am, that your first book was about, two friends navigating love and friendship and all. And your latest one is about the absent father looking for his family. So, what
Hmm.
influenced you to write on this topic? Like, basically, what I want to say that, there are lots of other topics as well, and these are quite a different kind of topics which generally new authors or, who want to just appeal the masses don't touch, what I feel. So,
Yes.
what was the
Yes.
main motive behind, like, what's your vision with this Mage of Mirrors?
Well, thank you, Gaurav. That's a really good question. And you have been so honest in saying that, yes, these are probably topics that the masses are not getting to read. But
Hmm.
maybe when they read it, they will see something new in it. Or, because actually in my life, I have felt such, conundrums, I would say. वो जो अंतर्द्वंद कहते हैं उसे, like internal conflicts.
Hmm. Hmm.
आई थिंक या मैंने वो फेस करे हैं या मैंने ऐसे कैरेक्टर्स अपनी लाइफ में ऑब्जर्व करे हैं एंड आई फील लाइक दीज पीपल आर देयर दे आर रियल पीपल दे आर नॉट हीरोज दे आर नॉट side characters they are just trying to do their best when they get up every morning they just want to do their best and if they are not then why are they not able to do that so I think ये influences हमेशा से मेरे लाइफ में थे but कहीं ना कहीं when I write a story they just come together into an imaginary narrative so the vision for this Maze of Mirrors is actually a very long term vision जब मैंने You Tell Me लिखी थी तो I only did organic promotions I believe in organic promotions so I only reached out to my friends and family and a few people who like my reading so उस टाइम पे मैंने ऐसे मुझे मार्केट का बहुत आइडिया नहीं था I did not understand much about the publishing industry with this Maze of Mirrors I have some understanding now because एक बुक को मैंने लॉन्च किया था पहले so now I feel like through this book I feel like a book has entire lifetime अगर 10 साल बाद भी कोई This Maze of Mirrors पढ़ेगा या You Tell Me पढ़ेगा or they will still be able to understand and grasp the nuance of the story. So अगर book ही forever है, book is a timeless piece, it defeats time in itself. तो ठीक है, long term marketing is good. धीरे you can reach out to more people, So that's basically the vision for it.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, my next question to you of this podcast is like, after releasing a couple of books, you must have understood that the market is completely flooded with books, right? And what I personally feel that, after the first lockdown was over, the numbers of authors get increased very rapidly. And in fact, the publishing has become much more easier as it was used to be. You have literary agents, lots of publishing house, self-publishing, KDP is there, everything is there. So what sort of competition do you feel in this industry as of now, like a sort of neck to neck competition क्योंकि book को stand out कराना बड़ा मुश्किल हो गया है या फिर you are someone who feels कि in what we can say in this creativity field there is no competition, everyone will find their own audience, every book will find their own readership, like what's your take on this?
Yeah, my take is actually simply that suits my mentality. I am not a competitive person. And, I have a bit of anxiety. I've always had, I'm an anxious person. I'm an overthinker. तो अगर मैं कंपटीशन के बारे सोचूंगी ना तो आई तो विल पेरिश मेरे से लिखा ही नहीं जाएगा तो इसलिए आई हैव डिसाइडेड whatever you've said is completely true Gaurav market is flooded and thanks for this information मुझे नहीं पता था but yes it is possible कि pandemic के बाद बहुत authors आ गए हैं but I don't think that anybody is in competition with each other मतलब अगर मैं और आप आज बैठे and we both write a love story we'll come up with two different love stories है ना it can't be same अगर मैं आपको same plot भी दे दूं कि love triangle लिखें वो भी अलग होगा राइट तो जब सारी कहानियां अलग हैं सारे रीडर्स अलग हैं तो हम ये कंपटीशन वाली एंगल को बीच में ला के it just becomes very hard to salvage your creativity when you are in the mainstream and you are right there is a mainstream there are authors who are promoting their products like books are products now they are thinking that this is a business being a fiction author is a business but I don't really that's not my aim so I'm going to continue writing and I'll probably never be a very popular author because I'm not going to promote my books to that level,
Hmm.
and I think I'm okay with it. So yeah, there is competition, but I am sort of out of it.
Okay, okay. So, ma'am, I was just going through a profile on Amazon and on Instagram as well. Somewhere I read that you are a corporate lawyer as well, right? So,
Yes.
when it comes to being a corporate lawyer, like I have a couple of authors too, and they do acknowledge me with the workload they have, like the full-time dedication this profession especially demands. So when it comes to writing schedule, like releasing back-to-back books, like last year your first book, this year the second one is there. So what's your writing schedule like? How much time and when do you dedicate these times? Like it's a particular regular schedule that every day you devote some of the hours, or it's like random, like it happens with me most of the time ki kabhi koi thought aaya to I just jot it down, and after that when I get time I just go with them flow. So how does it goes with you?
So I have worked as I'm a corporate lawyer, and I worked as a corporate employee for 7 years. So that as उसके बाद मैंने अपना practice शुरू कर दिया. So it gives me a bit of like a independent schedule कि मैं अपने clients को अपने हिसाब से schedule कर लेती हूँ. So that helps. Not having a proper job, 9 to 5 job helps me have some time. But जो मैंने corporate में सीखा ना, वो ये था कि regimented structure से अगर आप काम करो ना, तो आप बहुत massive results ला सकते हो. So what I do personally is I write every day. Even if it is like just writing in my journal, I will get down, pick up a pen, and I will write. So दो ही rules है मेरे writing के. मैं हर रोज लिखती हूँ और मैं हर रोज कुछ पढ़ती हूँ, चाहे मैं एक ब्लॉग ही पढूं. यूजुअली बिकॉज आई एम अ वोरेशियस रीडर, तो मैं किंडल या बहुत किताबें हैं जो चलती रहती हैं मेरी. सो रीडिंग एंड राइटिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यू हैव टू बी इंट्रेंच्ड इन द वर्ल्ड ऑफ वर्ड्स. इफ यू आर नॉट इंट्रेंच्ड, आप कट ऑफ हो जाते हो. और जितना लंबा गैप बनता है ना लिखने में, उतना इंटिमिडेटिंग हो जाता है टू फेस द ब्लैंक पेज. So I feel like if nothing else, I will answer a question on Quora. So I'm a top writer on Quora, and I still go and write there. I will publish a blog post on. Thank you. So I'll publish a blog post on Medium, or I'll write a little poem, छोटा सा haiku लिख दूंगी, कुछ भी silly सा stupid सा भी लिख दूंगी, but I'll write. And one tip that I can give to people is, when you sleep ना, जैसे ही आप सो के उठते हो ना, try to write at that time, because that is when the mind is most rested, and that is when the most creative stuff will come out of you. So I try that also. Like मैं सो जाती हूँ और उसके बाद उठ के when I write, it really like helps me be in the flow of writing.
Okay. And the second conversation, your short story was also featured in a literary magazine, right?
That's right.
So ma'am, like my next question to you is like, till now we have talked about your book, about your vision, about your how you started, how the things are gonna be happen, or what's your schedule and everything. Now, like we all know that when it comes to creativity, or when it comes to showing something to the whole world, the person is quite a different when it comes to in personal, like in reality the experiences are different, the kind of journey they have faced is different. So let's talk about you, like the personally on yourself. So can you tell us like what was the worst day, or even the happiest day of your life, or when it comes to facing a failure, how do you tackle all these things? Can you share with us?
Sure, that's a difficult question, but I'll try my best. I can share with you the happiest day of my life.
Sure.
The happiest day of my life was the day I got married. और बहुत ही क्लीशे साउंड करता है ये, एंड आई प्रॉमिस यू मेरी किताब में कोई क्लीशेज नहीं है, बट the day I got married na, I was very stressed because I'm a Sikh and my husband is a Hindu. So we had the Sikh ceremony in the morning, and we had the around the fire ceremony in the we had that in the night. Okay, so सारा दिन बहुत busy था. But ever since I've got married now, मेरे को 7 साल हो गए हैं, and I just feel like wow, that was the one decision that was right in my life. You know, I chose the right person to get married to, because my husband is somebody who listens to all my stories. You know, he's my first beta reader. वो सुनता है, मुझे अपना feedback देता है. Plus, he's a very busy. He's a practicing lawyer, so he already is low on patience, but he has such great level of patience. तो जिस दिन मेरी शादी हुई, उस दिन तो मुझे ये रियलाइज नहीं हुआ कि दिस इज द हैप्पीएस्ट डे ऑफ माय लाइफ, बट उसके बाद से आज तक मुझे ये लगता है कि दैट वाज द बेस्ट डे, यू नो, दैट वाज द डे आई मेड द बेस्ट डिसीजन ऑफ माय लाइफ. सो समटाइम्स, यू नो, द डे व्हेन द गुड थिंग इज हैपनिंग, यू डोंट रियलाइज कि वो दिन है, और हाइंडसाइट में यू रियलाइज, है ना, कि ओ दैट डे आई डिड द राइट थिंग, और दैट डे आई शुड नॉट हैव डन that sort of thing. So that's the way I look at life, you know.
Definitely, ma'am. In fact, you know, like last year when we started this podcast, that time, you know, I was not completely prepared, because earlier that time I used to do a inspirational and self-help podcast. I just invite people like, you know, photographers, graphic designers, celebrities to my podcast. So by that time I was just providing the services to authors, like, you know, when it comes to reviews, promotions, arranging some, you know, events and bookshops, everything I was doing. So when I used to just share the my podcast link of the motivational podcast link to the authors, most of them were saying ki, why don't you invite us to a podcast? So at that time, what I was, sometime I decided, okay, let's invite. But then what I felt that when it comes to listening to an author, you need a reader's audience, right? Normal people won't be much interested in listening to the podcast. So last year, when I started this Reading the Author podcast, and when I look back as of now, like we have completed more than 160 plus episodes as of now, and we have connected to, you know, around 200 plus authors, and we are just, you know, expanding. So I think that was probably one of the best decisions I have ever made when it comes to podcasting. And as you said, at that
I made
time
you realize.
At that time you don't realize, but later on you just, you know, just cherish, okay, thank God I just made that decision.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so happy that my thing is rubbing off on you like pretty good. Yeah. Actually, you know, I have listened to a few of your episodes, and they are so good, and the way you conduct it's really fabulous. You know, I'm gonna like now go back. जब भी मैं drive करूँगी ना, I'll listen to your podcast. I'll get introduced to more authors. You know, we need. You're welcome. Yeah, we need more Indian authors, you know, and I personally need to update myself.
Definitely. In fact, you know,
so,
the time when I started this podcast, the whole team was, I still remember that day, the whole team was in the conference hall, and we were just planning why we are doing this, like why we are, you know, promoting in authors who are not in the limelight. So the whole concept was when it comes to, you know, you talk to any person who is not into this literary field or industry, hardly they will name you around, you know, 10 to 15 authors who are of this generation. But what about the hundreds of books which are being published on, you know, every week, we can say. So the whole concept was to just bring those authors in the limelight, and basically definitely we have a team, so we have to pay also them. So that was the whole concept was designed.
Absolutely. No, this is one of the most wonderful things that we can do, yaar. Even when I started writing on Coda, I just started writing because I love to write, but then I got connected with such brilliant people. I'm sure इस podcast के through कितने लोग आपको जानते होंगे, गौरव, और कितने लोग look forward to करते होंगे ये सुनने के लिए.
So, my next question to this podcast is like, you know, now let's go back to the time when you know, just heard, okay, tomorrow your book will be released. So at that time, what was your, you know, mental state? Like, what was your thinking at that time? Were you feeling stressed, relaxed, excited, or, you know, you just marked up some milestones, okay, these many people know me, so my book has to be sold out these many copies, and what was going on in your mind at that time?
Yeah. That's a good question. So, you know, जब मैंने You Tell Me release करी थी ना, because that was my first book, and I have this fantastic Delhi-based publisher, Calamos करके. So Anuj, my publisher, he called me and he said, "Ma'am, book publish हो गई है." So yes, I was stressed at the time of You Tell Me, because it was my first book, and yes, I had all those things. Ki, I have been writing for 8 years, and so many people know me, and more than that, you just feel so exposed. You feel like people are gonna laugh at you. People are gonna read the story and say, "Ah, ये क्या लिखा है इसमें?" You never know. It's such a you're making yourself vulnerable, कि देखो मैं बैठ के ये सोचती हूँ और ये लिखती हूँ, and now you have a chance to read it and comment on it, of course. And you know how unforgiving the audience can be these days, right?
True.
But my days on writing on the internet have like steeled me enough. So with that book I was a little nervous, but with this book now, I was excited क्योंकि ये तो मैंने खुद ही I published it directly from KDP, which is Kindle Direct Publishing. So I have like complete control over what the stats are and how many books are being sold. So that really helps for somebody like me who has control issues. I like to see कि कितने books बिक रहे हैं, and it really like makes me feel good, and I can tweak my strategy as per that. But so like with this Maze of Mirrors, I feel more excited. Also, I feel a little more relaxed because I know what to do, and I know कि ये तो होगा, ये unpredictable चीजें आएंगी. So yeah, that's how I've been feeling generally.
And basically, ma'am, like when it comes to if you're doing something and when you have the 100% control and transparency between them, so somewhere that thing became quite exciting. Like you don't have the doubt, or you just don't give the benefit of doubt to that particular situation. You just have the full control. Okay, these are the things not gonna work, I will just change it. So sometimes that are the things which excites us the more. Okay, I am just doing I'm completely involved in these things.
Maybe in the first few books now, for new authors, it's good to do that because it kind of gives you a trial run. So I will be publishing another book soon, next year probably. So I'm at least I can figure out the market, and I can figure out what strategy I need to improvise for that book too. So you keep learning. The learning curve is much bigger if you do it self-publishing ke tarike se. That's just my personal opinion.
And in fact, what I personally feel, ma'am, that when you are just involved in any process na, you feel more happy, or you feel more control. Okay, I am just doing these things. So
good point.
Yeah. And in fact, that IKEA store, the whole concept, like when you bought some furniture, they just give it to you and you just assemble it. So the whole feelings is just engrossed with that thing only. I just read this somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. I think people are happier when they are facing some challenges and applying themselves.
True.
So in a way हमें शायद ये लगे कि अरे यार इसको कैसे assemble करना है, इसका guide book पढ़ो and all. But in hindsight, you feel like, wow, look what I did. I did this. That's amazing.
Okay. So ma'am, like as of now, what's your current mental state as a person, as an author? What are the things which you're focusing upon in life?
Well, as of now, my current mental state is all over the place because I am, publishing a book is not, writing a book is not difficult. Publishing a book is also not difficult. Marketing the book is very difficult. So my mental state just completely depends on am I able to figure out what to do? Am I not able to figure out what I'm doing? So I have to learn so many things which are not my forte as such, and as an adult कुछ नया सीखना पड़ता है ना, तो बड़ी तकलीफ फील होती है. तो मुझे लगता है my mental state just depends. It's like it flitters. कभी बड़ा अच्छा हो जाता है, कुछ figure out कर लो, कभी नहीं कर पाते हो तो बहुत ही ऐसे sad सा हो जाता है. So usually it is like all over the place these days.
And my last question to this podcast is like, after listening to this podcast, many people will start writing, or, they must be holding their first draft in their hand, in their laptop, and they were just, doubting, okay, publish kare ki na kare, how does these things gonna work? So what would be your advice for the upcoming authors?
Well, my advice will always be in terms of writing because I'm a professional writer. I am a professional editor. So I have edited a number of books and I take story writing classes also. So I feel like there should be a method to the madness. You may have an original voice, and without an original voice, you'll never shine as an author because you need to have something to say that nobody else is saying the way you are saying. That's one. ओरिजिनल वॉइस तो एक चीज है, और दूसरी चीज है उस ओरिजिनल वॉइस को आप कितने मेथोडिकली लिखते हो. इज दैट द बेस्ट वे to write that original voice? So I have a process. First I write. I give like a first draft, which is like a very rough draft. पहले मैं लिख देती हूँ पूरा. उसके बाद I rewrite it. Rewrite is very important, you know. Like all the big authors like Murakami and everybody, they do like 4-5 rewrites. So उतने लेवल का बैठ के करने की क्षमता होनी चाहिए. If we want a quality, if we want a reader to pay $200 and spend 6-7 hours with my book, I need to sit down and do at least a couple of rewrites. And writing and rewriting में ना आप 3-4 दिन का गैप भी छोड़े, because एकदम से आप रीराइट करने लग जाओगे तो सेम स्ट्रीम ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस में करोगे. So give it a break, then rewrite, then give it a break and start editing. So editing में you have to tighten your sentences. Make sure that it is making sense. Whatever you're saying is making sense. That, and after that, after your writing, rewriting, editing, you do your proofing. So don't send out your stuff to publishers and beta readers without proofreading. It has to be spell checked. Nobody has the time to read like a, you know, like a skewed way of a very rough sort of, you know, draft. तो वो करें. उसके बाद 1-2 बीटा रीडर्स को भेजें, उन्हें पूछें कि उन्हें कैसा लग रहा है, क्या उनका कोई फीडबैक है कहानी और पात्र को लेके जो आप उसमें इनकॉर्पोरेट कर सकते हो, उसको इनकॉर्पोरेट करें, तब जाके आपका फाइनल ड्राफ्ट तैयार होता है. That is my writing process and that I feel is what separates an amateur writer from an author.
Definitely. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. I hope you must have enjoyed this lovely conversation with Sonia ma'am. And if you do, then do follow our podcast Reading the Author, available on all the leading podcast platforms. And don't forget to buy and read the book. आप just Amazon पे जाए, वहाँ पे सर्च करें You Tell Me या फिर This Maze of Mirrors. मैम की बुक आ जाएगी, ज़रूर खरीदें, पढ़ें और अपने जानने वालों के साथ, चाहने वालों के साथ ज़रूर शेयर करें. Thank you so much ma'am for coming on our show. It was my honor to be able to host you today.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.